Good day, everyone. Welcome to Malik Podcast, Educate, Enlighten, Empower. Listen to motivational and empowering speakers and transform yourself from dreamer to doer, imaginary to visionary, panicker to planner, runner to winner. Please subscribe now, Malik Podcast. Learn estimating or quantity surveying online. So today we will be discussing about concrete slab. So the slabs in discussion will be Raft slabs. We have Raft slabs and we have Waffle pod slab, we have Kupolux, and we have other types of slabs. The basic principles of estimation or quantity surveying still remain the same, only the materials change, but we will learn about Raft slab, quantity surveying, and Waffle pod slabs. So this one here is a Raft slab, as you can see. So this is the complete picture of the slab. It's all perimeter, edge beam all around. This will give you the area of the slab. This will be pads, and this will be external edge beam, and these are all internal edge beams. So, and also this circle means they're both piers. So today we'll do the takeoff of this concrete slab. First things first, you have to give it a scale. In this case, it's saying on size A2, the scale is 1 to 100. So the scale is, we'll set the scale to 1 to 100. What that means is 1 unit on drawing represent 100 units on site. So if it is 1 centimeter on drawing, it will be 100 centimeters on site, and 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. So you only read the slab notes that will give you some details about the slab, how much thick, what are the dimensions of internal and external edge beams. This is a detailed drawing for the edge beam. That's the set down for brick wall. This will take brick or hollow wall. And PF1 is boot pier with 450 diameters, and PF2 is a boot pier with 600 mil diameter, and 1 meter is depth. So let's take the area of this slab first. Click area. By the way, we are using PlanScript in this case. You can use any estimating software, that's not a problem, but the basic principles of estimation remains the same. So slab area. For areas, I would take lighter colors because we don't want to make it too dark and then you can't see what's inside the slab. So we are doing the takeoff of the area of the plan of this. So click all the edges to get the complete total area of the slab. So with this digital software, you click on the points to get the area, accurate area of any element like slab, wall, roof, and the like. So you're clicking all the perimeter points to get the complete area of this. And then we're going to right click to stop. This was an additional, so we can just delete. So we got the total area just in a few seconds. That's the beauty of digital software. So the area is 379, call it 380 square meters. And by the way, the slab details given here are, they'll give the details. So it's saying 100 mil slab with SL92 mesh top, and you have to give 30 mil cover. And this is this area, and this area is 125 mil slab with SL92 top and SL82 bottom with 50 mil cover. So we got the area now. We'll trim it out. Now we want to know the edge beams or external beams. You can call it EB for short abbreviation. Edge beam. Why we need edge beam and internal beams is to calculate the quantities of concrete and steel. So that's so edge beam. All right. Then you click linear meters of internal beam, which is IB. So take the horizontal first, all horizontal internal beams. So you want to do it in a systematic way so that you don't get confused. Do all the horizontal beams first, and then do the vertical ones. And then you can recheck if you have missed any beam, or you're good, you have covered all of them. So these are all your internal beams from one end to the other end. So upon checking, we just found that we missed this horizontal, so now we can cover it. So here you're getting the full quantities of all external beams and internal beams which will support this Raft slab. It's also called a conventional slab. We can right click and stop. So we got these quantities. Based on these quantities, we can estimate how much this slab will cost, what are the quantities we require to build this slab. We have both piers here, so click count, BP1. Just for simplicity, we'll just call all of them BP1 or PF1. But in big complex projects, you may have dozens of different types of boat piers, different types of pad footings, strip footings, trenches, and you have to do accordingly. Take the quantity of each and every type. But for simplification, we are just calling them, they are all similar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is PF2. Okay, stop here, and the PF2. It's this one. So we got all the footings and the area of the slab. This is stage 1, step 1, wherein you got the area of the slab and all the linear meters of external and internal beams and footings, boat piers, and if there's any other footing type, we take that as well. So now we go to estimating. So we got the slab area 379, edge beam 87.86, call it 88 linear meters, internal beam 203, and boat piers here 4, and pad fitting 1. This is a job which I did. This was long back, like a couple of years back, maybe 8 years back, from memory, 16 or 17 to 2016, 17. So now there are two ways. If you are doing bulk quantity surveying, you don't want to go into details of all concrete and steel, and you just want to punch in the unit square meter rate for Raft slab from previous projects, you found out that the cost is like $300 per square meter all up. Supply, install this slab, supply all the materials, supply all the plants and equipments you may need to do this job, to construct this slab, all skilled and unskilled labor, and all the services you may need. So for rate analysis, you use a system called PLMS. P stands for plant and machinery, equipment, excavators, mobile cranes, franners, bobcats, trucks, tippers, whatever you need to get the job done. L means labor. It can be skilled labor, steel fixer, carpenters, concreters, and can be unskilled laborers like construction laborers for lifting materials. And then M is materials. What materials do you need to do the slab? You need crushed rock, you need bedding sand, you need poly, waterproof poly, you need steel, you need concrete. So all these materials you need, and you need some other bits and pieces, hardware, and you need formworks, edge boards, and whatever formwork is required, you may need that. And then you have got PLM. Now S is services. Are you needing any services of any other subbies like excavators? Do you need services of water, electricity, generator, and the like? Then you put all that rate, and then with the labor, you have to find out the productivity, how many men you need to complete this job. In how many, say 4 men, 8 hours a day, you need 5 days. Generally, residential slabs, you can prep and pour in 4 to 5 days. If it is really very big, like more than 1,000 square meter, then it's a different scene. But a slab up to 500 square meter, you can prep and pour in 5 days. That's from my experience. There's no right or wrong. It can take longer, it can take less. We are not going into that. So now if you say, from past experience, excuse me, the cost was like $300 per square meter. Let's put the square meter cost, 300. So it's giving you a cost of 113,733. Now you want to put some markup, like 15% markup. So this slab is costing, with the subbies percentage markup, margin, profit, whatever you want to call it, and contingency all included in this, $130,000, $792.95. This is how much money it will take to supply and install or build this slab. So that was about the Raft slab. We'll go now. We'll discuss about the waffle pot slab now. Okay, let's open the other job. Let's say this project's got the waffle pot slab. By the way, you have few types of drawings. One will be plan drawings. The other will be elevation drawings, where you see the house from all 4 directions, north, south, east, west. That will be elevation drawing. Plan is when you're looking from top to bottom. And then you have sectional drawings, which will be a drawing if you look between any 2 points. So this is a waffle pot slab. But so this is how you know there is a waffle pot. These broken double lines, each pad means a waffle pot. So which is around 1 meter 1020 by 1020. So let's give it a scale first. What is the scale here? It's not the scale generally, it will be 100. Let's call it 1 to 100 scale here, because the previous drawing on the plan was 1 to 100. Let's scale it, call it 1 to 100. And I want to check it's correct or not. See the dimension of the one side. It's looking good, yep. or you can check this dimension. If it is 1100, then the scale is correct. Yeah. So now we take the area of this waffle pot slab. So in the previous slab, which was Raft slab, we had internal beams, trenches, but in this case it will be ribs, small, thin, narrow beams. Still there will be concrete and steel rod in this. But waffle pot slabs are cheaper, more economical, and easier to build. So let's say area of this waffle pot slab. Slab area type is waffle pot. So click on all the perimeter points, corner points to get the complete area, total area of the slab. So, but waffle pot slab will have a lot of board piers if that's required. If not required, then you may not need. So the area here is 215 square meter. Let's calculate the edge beam and internal beams. In this case will be called ribs. Linear meter edge beam. Why we need edge beams and internal beams? To calculate the quantities of concrete and steel. Okay, edge beam. We'll give it a dark color so that it stands out. So click all the perimeter edge beams. Generally the edge beams are stronger, wider and deeper, and they are taking the main loads of the building. And that load will be transferred to the soil. That's why we need to know the soil bearing capacity of the site, which is a very critical thing. That's another topic I'll discuss in another lesson, soil bearing capacity. So in this case, you got the edge beams. Now you want to look, by the way, this FFL means finish floor level. The level must end at this 10 meter above sea level. That's what it means. It can't be less than 10 meter, it can't be more than. You have a buffer of 2-3 mil, but not more than that. Now we'll take the ribs in waffle pot slab. They are called ribs because they are very narrow, 110 mil wide, and the depth can be 385 or 400 depending on the depth of the slab. We'll give it a different color so that it stands out and now we know what is what. So first we take all the horizontal ribs or internal beams so that we do it in a systematic way and don't get confused what we have done, what we have missed. So you cover all horizontal first and then vertical, or the vice versa, as long as you have a system, because you want to do it in a very systematic way. Otherwise it can be very confusing for complex commercial jobs. If you're not systematic, you can use a lot of quantities, and every quantity can be thousands of dollars. So estimating is very important, guys. Quantity surveying is the first step. If you get the quantities right and you apply a correct rate analysis, PLMS, then you'll arrive at a right construction figure, which is called estimate, and then you can put some contingency and on top your net margin, because estimating quantity surveying can make or break a company. If you estimate wrong, if you have the taken off quantities wrong, then your estimate will be wrong, your tender figure will be wrong, and you are signing a contract on your life with the client. Once you sign, you have to honor. If you don't honor, the clients can sue you. So you have to be very sure, because many builders go broke for various reasons. Some of them are, not all, some of them are wrong estimation, wrong quantity surveying, bad financial management, bad sub-trade management, bad planning, bad scheduling, and very poor execution and very poor quality management. And there are more factors, the rise and fall of material prices, so, and services and many more reasons. But these are the main ones. So if you are a builder or construction company or a subby, make sure you have all these things spot on. If you are a good estimator yourself, you can do it yourself. If not, you must hire a very qualified estimator or quantity surveyor. If not, you can outsource these services to external quantity surveying companies. I have my own company, it's called 123 Estimating. I provide quantity surveying, estimating services to all commercial builders, commercial subcontractors, residential builders, and residential subbies. So we got this edge and internal beams covered. Now we want to do the takeoff of all these board piers, and the information of all the slab and board piers footings will be given on this plan. So it's saying here, the box height, which means the waffle pot height, is 300 mil. The slab thickness is 100 mil on top, so it's total 400 mil thick slab waffle pot. Internal rib width is 110 millimeters. External edge beam is 300, and stem width is 150. Overall depth is 400. Rib spacing is 1200 max centers. And the reinforcement which is going on in this slab is SL square soft. It's a type of steel, SL92. It's got 9 mil dia bars with 200 spacing. Internal rib is 1 and 16 bar bottom, and external has got 2 layers of 3 L11 trench mesh bottom, or you can even do 3 N16 and 1 N16 top bar. So this is the details, and this is class H2 side. And the concrete you use here is 25 MPa megapascal. That is the strength of concrete. And blinding concrete 15 MPa if required, which is going. Blinding concrete goes under the main footings. If the soil is very loose and you have to reach say 100 kPa strength of the soil, then you have to dig till you reach that 100 kPa strength of the soil. Or in this case, you may have to go very deep, and then that depth you can fill with blinding concrete and then your normal footings. So let's do the takeoff for this board pier, which is as per this drawing, it says board pier 450 dia, and they are like 1500 mil deep. So PP board piers. In big jobs, there can be different types of board piers, all different diameters. So we do the takeoff of this board piers. So this is how you do the takeoff of all board piers. Now we got all the quantities which we need, most of them. We have to take this stem or this edge. We will put this in edge beam because it's a big beam. So we can just click and click new section for this edge beam. We can just add to this existing edge beam quantity. So now we got the complete quantities of the area of the slab, internal, external edge beams, board piers. Now you click estimating, and it takes you to the estimating file, which is here. So you got the slab area, and you got the ribs 295 VP 30. So what you can do here, you can just put a rate here, call it 200, and put a markup of 15%. So this slab will cost almost $49,000 or $50,000. By the way, all the prices are excluding GST. You have to put GST on top. So this will become 50 plus 10% is $55,000, including GST. So that was our Waffle per slab. To go more in depth of quantities, please watch my other video on the quantities of concrete slab. So bye for now. To follow all the lectures on quantity surveying of residential houses, commercial houses, please subscribe to Malik Podcast. We'll be giving all series of lectures on quantity surveying and estimating of residential houses and commercial buildings. Thanks for watching. God bless. Bye-bye.